Let's dive into one of history's toughest, most iconic jobs, making a Japanese katana, a craft that has fascinated people for centuries. The katana is not just a weapon, it's the soul of the samurai, a symbol of honor, discipline, and the warrior's unwavering spirit. Its legendary sharpness and strength are the result of a grueling centuries-old process, perfected through generations of dedication and skill. Each blade is unique, forged through sweat, fire, and relentless labor. No two katanas are ever exactly the same. The swordsmith, or dam, was more than a blacksmith. He was an artist, a craftsman, and often a spiritual leader within his community. Tradition and ritual shaped every step, with the smith's spirit believed to be forged into the blade, making each sword a living legacy. This was a calling, not just a job. Skills and secrets were passed down through generations, binding families and communities together. The result? A tool of war and a work of art, commanding respect for both its deadly function and the incredible human effort behind its creation. Forget the movie magic. Let's uncover what it really takes to turn raw, unremarkable materials into a legendary sword that shaped history. We'll explore the intense heat, the endless hammering, and the patience required at every stage of this ancient craft. It's a dirty, demanding job, but it created one of history's most iconic and revered objects. Our journey starts with the most humble ingredient, a special kind of sand, known as tamahagan, that holds the secret to the katana's strength. From there, we'll follow the transformation from raw earth to the soul of the samurai. Let's get started on this remarkable journey. Every katana begins with two key ingredients: iron sand, called satetsu, and a special kind of charcoal made from pine wood. These humble materials are the foundation of a centuries-old craft. This isn't ordinary beach sand. It's black, heavy, and rich in iron, painstakingly gathered from rivers and coastlines across Japan. Collecting satetsu is a slow, labor-intensive process, often done by hand, and only the best sand is chosen for sword making. The quality of the sword depends on the purity of this sand. Even the smallest impurities can affect the final blade. The charcoal, made from select pine wood, burns hot and clean, crucial for forging pure steel. Its heat and carbon content are essential for transforming iron sand into steel. Charcoal makers were as vital as swordsmiths. Bad charcoal meant bad steel. Their skill and experience determined the quality of the fuel. Preparation was everything. The sand had to be cleaned, the charcoal made just right. Each step required patience and precision. It's dirty, unglamorous work, sifting through mud, breathing smoke, hauling heavy loads. Yet this backbreaking labor is the first step in a legendary process. But without these raw materials, there's no katana. The sword's story starts long before the forge is lit. The journey from sand and charcoal to sword is long and demanding, requiring skill, patience, and respect for tradition. The satetsu provides iron, the charcoal, carbon, and heat. Together, they undergo a transformation in the heart of the furnace. Together, they're the foundation of the blade's magic. Without this alchemy, the katana would not exist. Every step, from gathering to refining, is critical. Each mistake or shortcut can weaken the steel, so nothing is left to chance. The unsung heroes who did this work laid the groundwork for greatness. Their dedication and expertise made legendary swords possible. Their efforts set the stage for the master swordsmith, who would transform these raw elements into a work of art. From humble beginnings, legends are born. Each katana, a testament to the unseen hands that shaped its destiny. With iron sand and charcoal ready, it's time to begin the ancient ritual of steelmaking. At the heart of this process stands the Tatra furnace, a massive hand-built clay oven, crafted with care and tradition passed down through generations. Each Tatra is used only once, making every firing a unique event. The furnace burns for 3 days and nights, demanding non-stop labor from a dedicated team of skilled craftsmen who work in shifts to keep the fire alive. The Mirage, or furnace master, orchestrates the layering of sand and charcoal, maintaining precise temperatures and overseeing every detail. His experience and intuition are crucial, as even a small mistake can ruin the entire batch of steel. Workers pump massive bellows to reach temperatures over $2,500 Dec, smelting iron from sand and infusing it with just the right amount of carbon. The heat, the rhythm of the bellows, and the teamwork all combine to create a unique environment found nowhere else. After 3 grueling days, the furnace is smashed open to reveal the Kira, a huge, rough bloom of steel, still hot from the fire. This dramatic moment marks the culmination of days of effort and anticipation. The Kira is broken apart, and the best steel, Tomahawken or jewel steel, is carefully selected and set aside for sword making. Only the purest, most beautiful pieces are chosen, destined to become legendary blades. This process is all about transforming raw earth into something precious through sheer effort, skill, and tradition. It's inefficient by modern standards, but it's the only way to get the unique steel needed for a katana. Steel, with the perfect balance of strength and flexibility, the right amount of carbon, the right purity, all achieved by human skill, not machines, and judged by sight, touch, and experience. The Tatara furnace is a testament to teamwork, endurance, and tradition, uniting generations of craftsmen in a shared pursuit. It's a living link to Japan's past, and a symbol of the spirit behind every katana. From sand and fire, the foundation of the samurai's soul is born, glowing with potential. The next step, turning this raw steel into a blade. Now, the real forging begins and the journey of the katana truly takes shape. Now comes the iconic part, folding the steel. The swordsmith heats the eye, hammers it into a block, and begins folding. Each fold doubles the layers, burning out impurities and evening out the carbon. 10 folds mean over 1,000 layers, 15 over 30,000. This process creates a steel that's both hard and flexible, preventing breakage. The folding also produces the blade's unique grain pattern, or the smith's fingerprint in steel. It's exhausting, repetitive work, hours of hammering and blistering heat where a single mistake can ruin everything. The smith must read the metal's color and texture perfectly. This is the heart of katana making, transforming brittle steel into a resilient, legendary material. The artistry and muscle of the smith are on full display. Every strike, every fold, brings the blade closer to perfection. The steel is now ready to become a sword. Next, the birth of the katana. With the steel folded, the smith shapes it into a blade. He hammers it to the right length and width, forming the tip and ridge line. But here's the genius. The katana is made from 2 steels. Hard, high carbon forms the outer layer. Softer is the core. The smith wraps the hard steel around the soft, forging them together. This composite structure gives the katana its razor edge and shock-absorbing core. It's ancient engineering at its best. Hardness for cutting, flexibility for survival. The weld must be perfect. Any flaw, and the blade fails. The smith refines the shape with files, perfecting the balance and the iconic curve. The curve isn't just for looks, it's crucial for slicing. Most of the curve forms during the next step, but the smith must anticipate it now. At this stage, the sword's form is set, but its true character is yet to be revealed. The next step will awaken its soul. Time for fire and water. The most dramatic step, ensei, or hardening. The smith coats the blade in clay, thick on the spine, thin on the edge. This clay controls how the blade cools, creating the signature temper line. The blade is heated to a precise red, then plunged into water. The edge cools instantly, becoming incredibly hard. The spine cools slowly, staying tough and flexible. This differential hardening gives the katana its sharpness and resilience. The rapid cooling also pulls the blade into its final, elegant curve. It's a risky moment. Many blades crack or warp here. Weeks of work can be lost in a second. Rituals and prayers often accompanied this step, hoping for success. When it works, the result is a blade with a hard edge and a supportive spine. The perfect warrior's tool. The sword's soul is now forged. The blade, now hard and curved, goes to the suck or polisher. Polishing is an art, slow, precise, and revealing the sword's true beauty. The polisher uses a series of water stones from coarse to fine, refining the blade's geometry and sharpening the edge. This isn't just about shine. It's about bringing out the temper line and grain pattern. A bad polish can ruin a great sword, so every stroke matters. The final polish brings the blade to a mirror finish, making its features stand out. This process can take weeks or months. The polisher's patience and skill are as vital as the smith's. Without this step, the sword's artistry would remain hidden. The katana emerges as both weapon and masterpiece. Now, it's ready for its place in history. The blade is finished, but the katana is more than steel. Craftsmen create the handle, guard, and scabbard, each a work of art. The katana became a symbol of the samurai's identity, honor, and soul. Carrying one was a privilege and a responsibility. Swords were treasured heirlooms, passed down through generations. The process was steeped in ritual. The forge was a sacred space. The smith's spirit was believed to enter the blade. Even after the samurai era ended, the katana remained a symbol of Japanese culture and craftsmanship. Today, swordsmiths are national treasures preserving this ancient art. The katana stands for perfection, discipline, and dedication. It's no longer a weapon of war, but a powerful cultural icon. Its legacy endures. From black sand to polished blade, the katana's journey is a story of relentless effort and mastery. Every step, smelting, folding, quenching, polishing, demands skill and dedication. There are no shortcuts. Each blade is unique, marked by the hands that made it. The and are signatures of the smith's craft. Each sword tells a story, a record of fire, hammer, water, and human will. These aren't mass-produced objects, they're masterpieces with soul. In a world of automation, the katana reminds us what human hands can achieve. It's a dirty, demanding job, but the result is more than a weapon. It's a symbol of culture, history, and the pursuit of perfection. The katana's legacy isn't just about warriors. It's about the workers who forged greatness from the earth. That's why these swords endure. The soul of the samurai lives on in every blade.